Hello and welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. I hope you're well. I bring you some exciting news today, especially on a day where Wrexham have landed their fourth summer signing. Officially, George Thomason has joined from Bolton Wanderers as the captain. But we're not here to talk about that today. We're actually here to talk about Wrexham's potential fifth addition to the squad for the Championship this season for Phil Parkinson's boys. This one is a big banger. This one is exciting, and this one is electric, people. But before we go into that story, make sure you are smashing the like button for me on this channel. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And most importantly for me, I love reading people's comments, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions around Josh Windass. How good of a signing do you think this will be? Is this your type of player? And of course, the other thing that I've put in the comment section and in the title, is, could this mean that we may say goodbye to another legend, another club veteran, another player who's been through the National League campaign with us? Is it time for Ollie Palmer to go? All that to be discussed in today's video. So let's cut to the chase. It has been reported from major outlets, and we're talking mainstream outlets as well, but the one I'm going to show you is BBC Sport Wales, that Josh Windass is due to have his medical at Wrexham today, and this is a big one. Now, this was reported 13 hours ago, so I believe that Josh Windass has already had his medical. The George Thomason one came out of nowhere, and Josh Windass has been more publicly acknowledged. But this is massive. Now, what is and why is Josh Windass available for us today? Well, it's as simple as this. Sheffield Wednesday, a current Championship side, who, believe it or not, finished 12th in the end, are absolutely in a shambles of a mess. If you are a Sheffield Wednesday fan, I genuinely feel sorry for you. Your club is being run into the ground by a terrible owner. Complete stark contrast to Ryan Reynolds and Rob Mack. Their owner is killing the club. They have an incredible manager in Danny Rowe, and I should say did have an incredible manager, as he's also set to leave. And other key players like Windass have been released. I'll go in, and Sheffield Wednesday will be holding on by a shoestring. They look dead cert to be relegated. And what a shame, because that club has worked so hard to get to the Championship. And why is it really poignant about Josh Windass and Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship? Well, he was the man who scored the winning goal in the playoff final to send Sheffield Wednesday back to the Championship. Legendary goal, legendary status. His father as well, Dean Windass, an ex-professional footballer as well, who's got a really good online following, talks about mental health a lot as well as an advocate for that. Massive family. Big hearts, and this guy has scored some big goals in his career. So let's have a look into this a little bit further. And of course, the first article that I'm going on is where it says it's called The Winners and Losers of Josh Windass joining Wrexham. And as I said, loads of outlets now are reporting this story. It seems dead on, dead cert, dead nailed that Windass to Wrexham is happening. And for BBC Wales to say that about the medical, it's pretty much done and dusted. So Wrexham and Phil Parkinson. Wrexham manager Phil Parkinson are the obvious winners with the Windass saga. Given the calibre of the forward the Red Dragons will be acquiring on a free transfer again, by the way, in the 24-25 Championship, the former Rangers forward scored 13 goals and 5 assists in 44 league appearances under Danny Rowe, playing a pivotal role in the Owls' 12th place finish. You can see the table on the screen now that actually compares Windass to Elliot Lee last season. Windass, again, 44 games, never missed a game for that Owls. Very fit, very reliable player. And you can see he had a GA, goals and assists, of 18 combined. Elliot Lee, 38 games, 8 goals, 3 assists. Now, when we talk about that, is this good competition for Elliot Lee? Well, it says here, Parkinson will be a later rival of the 31-year-old, as Windass would be the perfect Wrexham signing and would constitute a significant upgrade on Elliot Lee's goal-scoring ability in the Red Dragons' number 10 role. So what we're saying here about Windass is the following. Dean Windass is coming in as a player. I keep calling him Dean, that's his father. Josh Windass is coming in as a player who is going to add a bit more guile, a bit more finesse, a bit more output than what Wrexham already have in that midfield. And again, something I wanted to stress earlier on, and I have done in the watch-alongs on this channel, Wrexham in that midfield area need more contribution. There's a lot of defensive-minded players, a lot of players who are wanting to get on the ball from the defenders. But in terms of helping out the strikers, Elliot Lee is heavily relied on, and he can't do it all. And so having someone like Josh Windass coming in and being good competition for Elliot Lee, or maybe even both of them playing at the same time, is going to only improve Wrexham's attacking output. But it comes at a cost. And this is what I was talking about earlier, guys. This is what I was talking about earlier. It comes at the cost, and the cost is this. Josh Windass coming to Wrexham will probably push none other than Ollie Palmer out of the way. And as it says here, Josh Windass, Wrexham developments could be bad news for Ollie Palmer. Why? Wrexham are already really heavy in that striker position. But let's see what the article goes on to say in here. Is that Windas is a proven performer at second tier level. And after signing Ryan Hardy, who scored 12 goals for relegated Plymouth last season, the Red Dragons forward line is now looking significantly stronger, with a number of other strikers, including Jack Marriott, Jay Rodriguez, and Sam Smith. Parky has a lot of selection dilemmas. And basically, we cannot and will not carry that many strikers in and at the club. Wrexham cannot hold on to that many. Now, whether Ollie Palmer does a Paul Mullen and leaves on loan is something to be desired or see. But simply, Wrexham will not go into the Championship with Windass, Hardy, Smith, J-Rod, Marriott, and Palmer. And you can even add in Ashworth, but we all know Ashworth will end up going out on loan. So if one striker comes in, one must leave, and it does seem that Ollie Palmer is going to be that guy. And I know that will upset a lot of Wrexham fans. I know that will upset a lot of the ownership and those who've been around the club as well. They're a big, big fan of Ollie Palmer. He's had features in these Deadpool movies. He's been, a real big poster boy of everything that's so great. And he's a great character, a great person. And potentially that Wrexham Down Under tour was maybe the last outing for Ollie, who had a disallowed goal. And hopefully, that isn't going to be his last memory of what we have of him in a Wrexham shirt. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with Ollie Palmer if Wrexham bring another striker? But I think it's written on the wall. I think the writing's on the ceiling, if I'm honest. And I think Ollie Palmer will be going. So, people, whether you like it or not, that's the state of play with Wrexham. But what do you think then? Josh Windass, are you liking it? Are you having it? Is it the striker that you actually felt Wrexham would be going after? Is that the man that you so desired? Or did you have higher ambitions? Like a Danny Ings, like a Jamie Vardy, like a Patrick Bamford have all been linked. On a final piece of news unrelating to transfer business, Wrexham decided to announce another pre-season friendly today. And they have somehow done a really weird thing. Really weird, like absolutely crazy weird, to be honest. We can confirm that we will take on FC Groningen on Saturday, August the 2nd, as our pre-season preparations continue. People are thinking, great. The match will not be open to away supporters. Per request from local authorities, please do not attempt to buy tickets or travel to the game. Do you know what's happened? People are absolutely fuming about this, because it could be another pre-season where people do not get to see Wrexham in England, in Wales, in the UK. And once again, Wrexham will be on the road all this time. It is also a shame and a bit pointless to not allow away fans to go and support the side. It has ruffled a few feathers. It has come across a little bit poor. And if the Wrexham team are reading and seeing all these posts about a lack of home pre-season friendly, then hopefully they adjust. Hopefully they do something right. Wrexham cannot just have that one pre-season on the 2nd of August before the Southampton game. There has to be another one somewhere. Somewhere another pre-season must pop up. So hold your horses on that one. Don't jump the gun too early yet. Fans who are saying ridiculous, no home pre-season. I think the owners and those who are running the club will do the right thing. That's all for today's transfer news video and speculation. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you subscribe, and get in the comment section for me. I'm out of here, people. Ta-da.